A lot of people want to start a creative career on the basis that they love making whatever they make, and they'd like to turn to a career, obviously, and do it forever. Once they figure out how difficult that is and how unstable income may be, they just quit altogether. They'll even just stop making the artwork itself and pick up another job. That's really saddening, because in doing that, you're forgetting why you produced the art in the first place, because you loved it, obviously. Two things need to be said about this. One, not everything needs to be monetized. In like today's economy and society, you pick up something you love and you're like, oh my God, I gotta post this and I gotta make something of it. I gotta get brand deals and this and that, and I gotta show people, and I gotta do. You don't have to do that. You can just produce art, have it as a hobby, do what you love, and your work will supplement that. Obviously, you get off of work, you do things you love, and that's completely fine. You don't have to monetize every single aspect of your life. And number two is, it's okay to have a day job that supplements your creative career. I feel like people identify themselves with their source of income. So if you work a 9 to 5 in an office, and then you come home and you do artwork, you don't think you're an artist, you think you're an office worker for some reason. And a lot of people think that way, so they won't even do the art or try doing the second career in the first place. You have to realize that in the beginning, especially, you're gonna need to pay the bills. You're gonna need to have some sort of financial stability that'll even supplement your creative progress and business on the side. And the stories are abundant of people who are like, I fucking went to LA, I was broke for 10 years, I just threw myself into the fucking game and I got it done. And that's great, that's amazing, they ended up making it. But not a lot of people can afford to do that, and rightfully so, don't really want to be broke for 10 years trying to make it. But because that story has been so prevalent with the greats, and it's such a fascinating story, so it's repeated over and over again, people think that they can't have a stable income with a job outside of their artistic career that could supplement it. They think, well, if I'm going to be an artist, that needs to be what I do, that needs to be the only thing I do, and I need to go head first all the way in. And what I'm saying is, you could go head first all the way in by also playing it smart and building wealth on the side while you feed into your artistic career. And then hopefully after a while, your artistic career will make you more than your day job or whatever career you're in. And then boom, you've made it as an artist, and you can just do what you want to do. You don't have to be broke and only do creative projects for 10 years to be successful in the space. You can have a career outside that supplements this and makes it something big. And another thing to be said is that if you have a day job and you have a steady income stream, the authenticity in your art is always going to be consistent, because whether people like what you're producing or not won't determine if you get paid that week. So in two scenarios, scenario one, I have a career outside of my art, and on the side I have my art career and I produce stuff and I have an audience, whatever. So in this scenario, I get home from work, I get a nice paycheck, I get whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I want to work on this today. Okay, I'm going to do it. Doesn't matter the views, doesn't matter anything, because there's no risk, because it's not paying my bills. So I create whatever I want in that scenario. Scenario two, everything's dependent on your art as far as your income. So you're at the mercy of the audience. If you have certain things that you've created in the past, you might be stuck producing those to pay the bills, even though you don't even want to produce those anymore. You want to move on and make other things and progress in your artistic career. And I'm not saying that's 100% going to happen, but it's definitely a factor to consider. So when you have a day job, there's less risk for tampering with your authenticity in your work in the first place. So that's another plus to having a job outside of your artistic career. But my whole point in talking about this is to explain that you can have two careers. You don't have to identify yourself with your day job or whatever career you're in. Everybody is everything that they do. I don't look at myself and say, I'm a construction worker. I look at myself and I'm just like, I work in construction, I make videos, I draw, I write, I compete in jiu-jitsu, but I never look at myself and I'm like, I'm an artist, I'm this, I'm that. So don't get so caught up in the identity of whatever you're doing. Just do it. Just do it, enjoy it. Don't feel like you even have to monetize it in the first place. I just remembered this portion that I highlighted from Rick Rubin's book. I recommend fucking everybody read this. So he says, it's okay to have a job that supports your art habit. Doing both is a better way of keeping the work pure. So essentially what I just said, if you're not reliant on how your art performs, you're gonna keep it pure all the way through. Alright, that's all I got. Hopefully when I edit this, it's actually gonna make sense. My head is kind of all over the place as far as this thought process in this video, so forgive me. But yeah, gonna throw this in here. Got a new camera lens, it can't fucking focus, dude. I love it. But it's Rick Rubin, The Creative Act, A Way of Being. I took like 1,000 notes. Such a good book, definitely gonna read it again, but there's a bunch of nuggets like that in here that I'm sure will resonate with you guys. And
level yellow.
oh shit! Oh shit!
You show me something. Come on. Move, man.
I don't know, man. I don't really dance.
Come on. Get down with it.
I don't know, man. I don't really dance like that. I don't really be getting down.
Start dancing,
Oh.
Start fucking dancing, I said.
All right, man. My bad. Hey, dude, watch your step, bro. Oh.